we're just going to call up David Weiss now, which is deep inside the rabbit hole. He's going to tell you who he is. He's going to do the same 3 questions with David Weiss. So we're just calling him up right now to stand by. Hello, David. Big hand for David, please. David Weiss, deep inside the rabbit hole. I don't think we can hear you, David. Say something.
Can't hear me?
Come a bit closer.
Is that better?
That's better, yes.
Here we go.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Lovely to see you. We had a fantastic seminar yesterday, a dinner last night, and today is the conference with a medley of Skype. We've spoken to a few people from overseas. It's been fantastic. So the 3 things that I'd like you to cover in the next 15 minutes are, one is that basically who you are, let people know who you are, deep inside the rabbit hole project, how you stumbled across Bad Earth and how it made you feel is firstly, and then if you could go on to what your current projects are, and then the last 5 minutes will be about how do you see the future of Flat Earth, and some strategies and some wisdom for the community, and a little bit about the censorship. Just try and sort of condense that into 15 minutes, if you would. Thank you.
All right, shout out to Lainey, my New Zealand friend from the conference. I hear you're in there somewhere. And Flat Earth Banjo Japan made fun of you in my last podcast. Check it out. Most of you know my story, but I'll make it brief. I had a podcast called Deep Inside the Rabbit Hole. We looked into all sorts of conspiracies. And then in year 3, people started messaging me with Flat Earth stuff. I refused to watch it, thought it was the dumbest thing ever, like probably every one of you. Yeah. Finally, somebody convinced me to look, and I realized that we don't live on a spinning globe, and that information kind of blew up the Deep Inside the Rabbit Hole podcast, and I started a couple of years later, not even a couple of years, I started the Flat Earth podcast. So that's my project I do with Matt Long from Woketown. He kind of takes the biblical side, and I take the other, and together we just talk about all things Flat Earth on the podcast. Besides that, my YouTube channel, I kind of look at it as little samples for people just getting into Flat Earth. It's short videos. Most of my videos are under 5 minutes, 3 minutes, just to kind of give people a taste so they want more. And it seems to be working. And that's DITRH, which is just the initials for Deep Inside the Rabbit Hole. And then besides that, I have the Flat Earth Sun, Moon, and Zodiac clock app, where you can use it to show people how our Flat Earth works, and wherever the sun is, it's noon in that place. So, people like that, the AE map is wrong. I'm not saying the AE map is an accurate map, but there's something accurate about it, because as you can see, it's pulling up on New Zealand right now, where it's probably close to noon.
Yes.
That's right there. So wherever the sun is, it's noon. And you can add the zodiacs in there, so you can see where the zodiacs are. The funny thing is, I didn't really understand how the sun could be in a zodiac until I built that function in the app. Wow. And it really shows you how the sun travels through the stars and how it is a perfect clock. The other thing on the app is you can jump forward 3 months at a time. I can't really do what I'm showing you, but the sun will move in and out, and it's a great way to explain seasons. But getting into the censorship part, this is probably the best part of the app, I think, is the suggested video. Each day there's a suggested video, and if you tap it, it'll bring you to the YouTube of that video. And I put different I put short ones on during the week, longer ones on the weekend, because people have time. Oh, now I have to quiet it down, there we go. So what I do is, when you're talking flat earth with somebody, you can show them the model and they all go, oh, now I get it. And then if you can convince them to get the app, or just say, watch the video each day for 2 weeks. And if you do that, you'll end up being a flat earther.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. And if you really look at it, it gives you a good feeling. And if you observe, there's lots of functions in there. I'm adding more things. If you notice, the weather was in the upper corner. So most people start their day by looking at their weather app, see what the high and low temperature is.
Yeah.
So you can tap on that, bring you to your detailed forecast. So if you want to know when it's going to rain or whatever. So it is kind of like your go-to app for getting ready for your day. And then you can hit that video and learn something that you might not have known about flat Earth.
Wow, that's great. And the app is called?
The app is called the Flat Earth Sun, Moon, and Zodiac Clock app. It's in Google Play for Android phones, and it's in the App Store for iPhones.
FE Sun, Moon, and Zodiac map. Fantastic. And we're going to give everybody all give it.
Yeah, Flat Earth Sun, Moon, and Zodiac Clock app.
Wow, that's great. Now, when you stumbled across Flat Earth, how did it make you feel, David?
Again, I said that it was ridiculous. I refused to even watch a 1-minute video. Then another researcher who I was talking to about all the deceptions that are going on in this world, I said it's so incredible. It was overwhelming because we were having a lot of I'll just call them hoax events here in the United States. And she said, oh, David, it's worse than that. I think the Earth might be flat. And I couldn't believe it. I had just finished banning people from our social media for being so stupid for even suggesting it.
Yeah.
And I watched Mark Sargent's Clues. I watched 200 Proofs. And then I started digging in deeper. And then, as probably most of you did, you tried to debunk it. And that's kind of the end of the ball. Because once you understand what the spinning, wobbling rock, water, ball rocket is, you realize how you wonder how you ever believed it. So how did it make me feel? First, the being ostracized as a flat earther isn't what people really want, but that's changing. It makes you feel great. I actually believe that not knowing who you are, where you are, what you are, feeling insignificant is probably the root cause for most people's depression. I have not been bored for a split second since I discovered the flat Earth. If I have 3 hours until I got to do something, I've got 3 hours worth of stuff to do. If I'm stuck in traffic, big deal. I got stuff to listen to, I have stuff to learn. I've never been more excited learning, about where we are and who we are, and it's truly amazing.
That's awesome. What about your own community there? Can you tell us what state you're in?
I'm in Connecticut, and I don't know, a lot of you know about it, but I went on a pretty big non-flat Earth podcast the other day with Owen Benjamin, and we had 7,800 live viewers. The videos probably got 100,000 views by now, and then there's probably 100 short videos that people are taking out of it. I am getting messages, so many people that are saying, I thought flat Earth was stupid, I can't believe it, I'm a flat earther now. I got one guy, it finally happened, who lives right in my town, who sent me a speak pipe through the podcast. We talked on the phone, and he's like, I've been into conspiracies, and I asked my son what the craziest conspiracy was, and he said flat Earth. So I started looking into flat Earth a couple days ago. Then I saw you on Owen Benjamin yesterday, and now I'm a flat earther. And then he goes on to tell me, he goes, it's so good to have someone in my town that I can talk to because I feel so alone. And I'm like, you were a flat earther yesterday and you feel alone? But we're gonna meet up and talk flat Earth, and he's thrilled. But it's happening. So as far as the future of flat Earth, I think everyone is going to start meeting flat earthers. A couple stories out of the Owen Benjamin camp. One guy said he was with a client and a prospect of his, and the prospect brought up, did you ever question the shape of the earth? And the kid was like, what's going on here? And the prospect says, I think the earth might not be a sphere. And he's like, I'm a flat earther. Bam, they bonded, they became, they started doing business together. So here's my prediction, and it's not even a prediction because it's already happening, where being a flat earther, it's kind of like, in a good way, being in a secret society. Like, it's the brotherhood of flat earthers, because when you're out there and there's a flat earther and a bunch of ball earthers, you're going to associate, you're going to do business with the one that has like mind. So I think flat earth is, you don't want to be the last one to figure it out.
Yes, that's exactly right. Well, David, we have a couple of minutes. We have about a couple of minutes to go with you.
Okay.
And is there any other sort of projects or things you're connected with at the moment, or anything that you've got a vision for the near future?
I'm just looking to speak to groups that don't know about flat earth. People are like, I heard about flat earth, let's get a flat earther on here. That's my goal. That's my best place, to interview with people that don't believe flat earth, they think it's stupid, and they want to ask some questions. And those are, that's a lot of fun, waking up new people to flat earth. So I think that's where I shine the best.
Oh, that's fantastic. You are shining, that's for sure. And God bless from New Zealand. Thank you for joining us today. Everybody's going to get all your links. And so, yeah, thumbs up to you, David, and thank you so much again. We appreciate you.
All right. Thank you. Check out the Flat Earth podcast. That's the reason when you're on the move.
Sorry, what was that again?
I said, check out the Flat Earth podcast. It's easy. You can subscribe to it right on your podcast player on your phone, and easy to keep you busy when you're on the move. It's just audio, so you can do it while driving.
Oh, wonderful. Okay then. Bye-bye. Have a great week.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, and I'll connect with you again next week, David.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay,
Yeah.
bye-bye.
Bye.